How many questions are on the Texas Barber Exam? Welcome to the quiz. The technique of cutting hair against the natural growth pattern to create a softer edge is it A, blunt cutting? Or B, tapering? C, scissor over comb? Or D, clipper over comb? The answer is B. Tapering involves gradually decreasing hair length from longer to shorter, often cutting against the growth direction to soften edges and create a smooth transition without harsh lines. It's common in fades, necklines, and beards for natural blended looks. Blunt cutting is straight across same length. Scissor/clipper over comb elevate and cut for lift. Tapering specifically softens by opposing growth. Next question. The point where the comb and shears meet, acting as a pivot, is it A, palm position? Or B, finger position? C, fulcrum? Or D, section? The answer is C. The fulcrum is the pivot point where the thumb and finger holes of the shears meet the blade, allowing controlled opening and closing. When using comb with shears, the comb acts as guide, but the shear's fulcrum is the mechanical pivot. Palm/finger positions are hand holds. Section is hair division. Fulcrum is the technical term for the shear pivot. Next question. In a basic male haircut, the area above the parietal ridge is it A, crown? Or B, nape? C, top/crest area? Or D, fringe? The answer is C. The parietal ridge is the widest part of the head where the skull curves. The area above it is the top or crest area, including the crown and upper sides, where hair is usually longer in classic men's cuts for volume and styling. Crown is the swirl at top. Nape is below occipital. Fringe is front bangs. Top/crest is the common term for above parietal. Next question. Which shaving stroke is used to remove lather without the blade touching the skin? Is it A, freehand stroke? Or B, backhand stroke? C, guiding stroke? Or D, floating stroke? The answer is D. The floating stroke, or buffing stroke, involves holding the razor almost parallel and lightly skimming or floating over the skin to remove excess lather, foam, or residue without the blade edge actually cutting or touching skin closely. It's a cleanup move after shaving. Freehand is standard cutting stroke. Backhand for opposite hand. Guiding for control. Floating specifically avoids blade contact. Next question. The ideal angle for a standard hair cutting shear is it A, 30 degrees? Or B, 45 degrees? C, 90 degrees? Or D, 180 degrees? The answer is B. The ideal cutting angle for standard shears is around 45 degrees to the hair strand. This creates a softer beveled cut, reduces bluntness, and allows better blending compared to 90 degrees, which is blunt/perpendicular and can look choppy. 30 degrees is too shallow for most cuts. 180 is flat/invalid. 45 degrees is taught as optimal for control and finish in barber training. Next question. Before applying a chemical relaxer, you should always perform Is it A, color test? Or B, porosity test? C, strand test? Or D, patch test? The answer is D. A patch test, predisposition test, applies a small amount of the relaxer chemical behind the ear or inner arm 24 to 48 hours before to check for allergic reaction, irritation, or sensitivity, because chemical relaxers are strong and can cause burns, swelling, or anaphylaxis. If allergic, safety first. Color test is for tint. Porosity for absorption. Strand test for processing time. Patch is for allergy. That's it for today. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Tell us how many you scored out of 6 in the comments, and let me know what topic I should post next. Bye.